Sunday today, off to Jesus' house, took the tube, and I was very happy to see that the shuttle bus was there waiting to pick me up. As you know, I do sometimes drive the shuttle bus, but today May was driving the shuttle bus. May is my driver today. Thank you so much for picking me up. That's the Jesus House Transport team. Weather is miserable out there, and as usual, the marshals are still there directing us. I mean, honestly, these guys need a medal, I tell you. Got to church in time to catch the tail end of Fresh Fire, which I'm glad I did, but I wish I had been earlier. Pastor Agu took the service today. He spoke about the missing ingredient, diligence. And this is some of what he had to say.
In Bible terms, diligence is the effort to do one's part while keeping faith and reliance in God. We rely on God. We know that it is God. We understand grace. But then we don't get into this irresponsible state that where we are lazy, we're lethargic, we're hoping that there'll be a transference of wealth from the wicked. We're hoping that somehow God will take the money of a hardworking wicked man and give it to a lazy Christian. It doesn't work like that. The people who make the mark, the people who fulfill God's plans and purposes, the people who are game changers, the people who pioneer, the people who break through boundaries, the people who live a fulfilled life, if there's one ingredient that you find in their makeup and their lives, is diligence. So we've got to ask ourselves, how diligent is my pursuit of God? How earnest is it? How devoted is it? How steady, consistent, persistent is my pursuit of God? There's a standard that God demands. Grace does not erase the standard. And we think that just glancing at a scripture once every 2 or 3 weeks suffices as study. It's a promise of God. If you're diligent in what you do, it's going to take you places. Period. Diligence is constant and steady application. Diligence is often not celebrated. It's the outcome of diligence that is celebrated. So above all, guard the affections of your heart, for they affect all that you are. I have to diligently, steadily, persistently, constantly be aware that I have to guard my heart. I have to protect my heart. I have to prevent certain things from getting into my heart. You don't watch some things. You don't go to some places. And it's not a question of whether it's okay or it's not okay. We've passed that. It might be okay to you, but I know it's not okay to me. So I'm not going in there. There's the pressure of the clash of cultures. And it's who will stand strong in their own culture.
Thanks, PAI. Every week you give me something else to think about. Like I don't have enough stuff to think about. It's Remembrance Sunday, so we joined in the rest of the nation to remember those who we have lost at war. And we also prayed for those that are involved in war at this present time. Another brilliant song to come out of Jesus House Choir. This one was written by Ray.
Mighty rushing wind, Spirit of God, move upon us, fill us afresh, restore our hearts. We need you now, we need you now.
And then time to take my selfies, catch up with everyone that I can persuade to get behind the camera, in front of the camera. Anyway, that can get into a selfie with me so that we can take selfies. And this is Sundays at Jesus House. We meet Jesus House every Sunday at 9 a.m. for Fresh Fire, which is the prayer session that we have before the main service starts. The prayer session goes on till 9:45. Main service starts at 10 o'clock. And we do have a lot of fun fellowshipping.
Oh, I know Jesus is here. Oh, I know that Jesus is here. Oh, I know Jesus is here. Oh, I know that Jesus is here.
And while I was taking selfies in the auditorium, Sounds of Wale was playing this behind me, and I just had to stop and let you hear this. That's it, folks. See you next time.